All right, guys. So we just got done putting the chains on the tires for the first step is getting them on. And you get them as tight as you possibly can when you first put them on. But now we got to drive forward for a little bit because that will loosen the chains up a little bit. Then you can get them on even tighter. If you don't do that, you run the risk of them coming loose on you and falling off and causing damage. And there's a million scenarios and things that can happen if you don't get the chains on tight enough. So you gotta drive forward a little bit. Now, another thing you could do is if you had blocks, I'll talk about this again when we get out. If you have blocks, you can drive up on the blocks on the inside tire, leaving that outside tire hanging up about just enough to get the chains underneath, and then you can get those chains on a lot tighter the first time, and you almost don't need to stop again to retighten. But anyway, the other thing I want to talk about is use your differential. Make sure you put your differential lock on when you're driving, and don't drive over 35. Don't drive over 35 when you have chains on and when you got your differential lock on. That thing that makes your truck into four-wheel drive, basically. All right, so let's pull forward a little bit. Craig can kind of decide how far he wants to pull up and yeah, sometimes it's good to back up as well, go forward, backward a few times. That can also help work them chains a little looser so you can get them tighter on the tires. And that's a really good idea to do, is to back up and go forward if you can, if you got the room. But be careful, because a lot of times you don't have all this space. Usually it's a zoo and there's all kinds of truck traffic, and it is dangerous. Truck drivers get ran over in chain stations all the time. Every year someone gets ran over or hit or something because they're so busy chaining that they're not noticing the cars coming at them or other trucks when they're out on the driver's side of the truck, or the cars don't see them, especially if they're not wearing some sort of a reflective safety vest, which we don't have any. Sometimes I wear a neon yellow or neon orange coats and stuff, but I don't have any of those with me right now. But that's a good idea to wear blaze orange or that neon yellow or a reflective vest when doing this, especially at night, because it gets really dark out here and it becomes a zoo. All right, now that we've driven forward, backed up and stuff, that should have loosened these up some, and this one did not loosen up. We got that one on good tight. If you feel these loose at all, then you want to retighten them and kind of unhook them and try to get another link. But when you do that, you want to undo all the cams again, and then try to get another link out of them to tighten them up even further, and then retighten those cams up. Get as tight as possible. Let's check this one. Oh, a little loose. So what we want to do is undo these. And then what you want to do is do the back first. Always try to do the back first. Okay, whenever possible, because if you don't do the back first, you're asking for trouble. Sometimes you wind up having to do the front first because you just can't get to it for some reason and the chains are fighting you. But try to always do your adjustment on the back first and then do the front, because you can tighten them up easier on the back so that it helps you on the front. So our hooks are still up on the front, which is good. If they were on the bottom part, we would have to drive forward or backward a little bit just to bring this hook up. And up here in this position is perfect. That is ideal. Somewhere in here and here is perfect. If it's down lower, fine, but up here is awesome. That makes you can get to it easier. You can stand up and get to it easier. If you get it lower than that, then you got to get down on your knees and fight with it. So the more you can get it in this position, these hooks right here, that's like ideal right here where it's at. So, all right. All I'm trying to do is get one more link on. One more link up to tighten it up. Okay. I could never do this with gloves. All right. You want to pull on these and get as much out as you can. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you just got to keep pulling up on them and try to get as much slack out of it as possible. I don't think I'm going to get that fifth one. I thought I could. 4 links in. Let's see if we can get any more out of this side though. Alright, we're able to grab one more link. Alright, one more link. That always makes a huge difference, one more link. The tighter you can get it, the better. Now if you had a set of blocks when chaining, you could put them, drive up on them with the inside tires, and that'll put these tires up about, just enough to get the chains underneath. I'm out of breath. Anyway, it'll get those tires up just enough if you have blocks, but it's only worth it if you got enough for all 4 sets of tires. If you don't have it for all 4, then it's not worth it. I usually don't use blocks or bungees. They just have never needed them. So, all right, we get these tightened up, and then we're gonna drive. And then when it's time to take these off, then we'll show you how easy it is just to come off. They just loosen up and come right off, and pull forward and put them back in the thing. So while we're driving down the road, I can talk about some things going down the road. So we're gonna get these all tightened up. So, this is the worst part about chaining, is putting the chains on. And it's dangerous, because you got all kinds of traffic going by you, other trucks, and you just never know what's going to go on. You got to be careful of other truckers' pieces of chain that might be out here that might have gotten kicked over from the road from other times of having to chain, because these chains they wear down and they become really sharp when they come off the other trucks' tires and they lay in the road. They become a tire hazard and road hazard for everybody. You can pop tires and stuff. So when you're driving down the road, you got to watch for other truckers' tires that have fallen in the road, and try to not drive your tires over top of those. The other thing you want to be careful of is watch out when you're kneeling down to chain, because there might be pieces of old chain laying around that might have been kicked over to the side, and then you lay down, you might cut yourself on a rusty piece of chain. So hopefully you got your tetanus shot, which I just got mine yesterday, by the way. You got on battery?
Looks like we got half a battery left.
Okay, good. Make sure all your cams are loose. Those are tightened. Yep. Alright. Gotta make sure that we get these all tighter. Okay, this is the one that I had trouble first, because this was the oldest chain. A used chain, see how rusty it is? And I had problems getting it real tight. Let's see if we can't get this one a little tighter now.
Jason, why don't you just skip the inside and just tighten her up bring up the slack on the outside?
Because we want to get tightened inside first.
Oh, okay.
You want to try to get them tight on the inside first, and then on the outside. If you don't do the inside, it might still be loose and then cause you problems. You gotta do them both. Otherwise,
I just figured you got it really tight inside to begin with.
You try. Alright, I wasn't able to get that extra length. I was almost able to do it though. Okay. Don't lose your chaining wrench. Alright. Just go for 2 lengths. Alright, I think I gained a link because I think I was on that first link before. Got them on there about as tight as we can get them. So now we just got to drive, get to the other side of the mountain. Got them on there about as tight as we can get them. So we just got to drive to the other side of Vail. And hopefully we'll be able to get over there pretty quick and take these chains off. All right. Hey guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can see all my upcoming videos. And if you like that video, give me that like. If you have any questions or comments, leave those down there too and I'll get back with you. Thanks for watching. Catch you next video.